Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrencies. Currently, as I said in today's Forex video, that situation is really amazing. So while gold market is going down, showing the reaction on the retail sales, euro currency stands flat, while Bitcoin shows the rally. So we have the really contradiction action across the board, but we have the clear explanation why it is going on. And actually, since the current Bitcoin performance absolutely doesn't fit to idea of the fundamental background, it means that some external intruding has happened. And indeed, if you will take a look at Bloomberg today, you will see the article that dedicated to particular rally on the cryptocurrencies, and it explains like the shook off the concerns about US regulatory clampdown. So if you remember, and we have mentioned it in the Telegram channel, that United States have intended to apply strict regulation to the cryptocurrencies and treat the stable coins as the securities. So not as a cryptocurrencies, but as a securities, and that has put the market on the deep retracement, some depression. And currently, this sentiment has been taken out, and you could see the performance that we have. If you remember last time, in particular, we were gambling on what particular might happen that will push the Bitcoin right to the 25 area, whereas actually our neckline of our head and shoulders pattern stands. And at that moment, on Monday in particular, there was no actual reasons. That's why we haven't found this background, this factor that could do this. And as you can see, it has come a bit surprisingly, and that's external factor. That explains the recent action on the Bitcoin, and that's why Bitcoin shows no reaction on really dollar supportive statistics that we've got in the United States. So another question currently rising is how reliable this action. And here we could argue about reliability and how long this action could last. Particularly speaking, I think that fundamental background probably should take the lead sooner rather than later, and this performance hardly will be long term. Besides, it perfectly fits the idea of our pattern, and if market even will climb slightly higher to maybe 26 area anyway, we will be waiting for a pullback, and that's the point around 20 even area where the destiny of the Bitcoin should be resolved. Not at this point, as we mentioned last time, but at this point. Head and shoulders either fail or starts working. In particular, for this point, majority of the investors will keep an eye on, just because this point provides best entry opportunity if you would like to invest in Bitcoin, because if it will be successful, the rally will be somewhere to the 32, 31 areas, retesting of these lows. That's actually what we could get from the higher term analysis. In a shorter term, on the daily chart, you could see what really has happened. So market actually stands on the way to completion our butterfly. If you remember, we have butterfly here was 1618. Once this action started and market has formed the double repo pattern here, we will have some doubts that it will be possible to complete it, because actually the reasons, the factors that we could foresee and could suggest, all of them didn't support this upward action. And of course, we can't know about these new factors that have appeared and actually has pushed price higher. Anyway, this performance changed nothing, and market just is moving to the level that we have specified. It's 1618 extension of this downside action, which is also you could identify as a butterfly here. It's around 25.16. That is also the supposed neckline of the hand and shoulders pattern. Besides, right above this area, you could see strong confidence, 26, 27.98. So this is weekly confidence where well, market anyway will have the problems to break immediately. So if even it will be some fluctuation around it, is probably the starting of the pullback that we foresee right now on the weekly chart, with the big chances, with the big probability will happen. That's our suggestion. So currently we're not considering taking any long position because probably our prediction will stuck in this area around 25, 26. Only if you trade on lower time frames on the hourly chart, you could think about taking a long position maybe, if you will find something interesting. Besides, technical market right now stands at the overbought, and it also keeps us aside from the taking the long position right now. Now the most interesting question: how this potentially downside action could start. So you could see it on the 4-hour time frame chart. Particularly speaking, we could get this pattern that will trigger the performance and reaction on the neckline that we have on the weekly chart. Returning back to the idea of the double ripple, by the way, that we have considered on the daily chart, actually minimum target has been completed. So we'll take a look. This ABCD pattern that we were considering has happened. Since on the high time frame we expect some downside reaction from the 26-25 area, we suggest that, and taking in consideration this rally and existence of the strong resistance above this area, that's the logical the pattern that we could suggest. So 1618 extension could be done to the upside. This approximately 1618, and that might be the top of the head with the possible head and shoulders pattern. That at least the scenario that we could keep an eye on. So this is the things that we have on the Bitcoin. Let's see how situation will develop.